To the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give running left, McAllister. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in a tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Dillon. Finish it off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jones throw taken in by Samuel.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones completes it to Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Another run with McAllister. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall off under another. Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Dillon up the middle.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run again with Dillon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Dillon.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A.J. Dillon.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Finding space at the 40.
And he's got some space here.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
second down. Dillon.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Harris to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They go play action here on first down. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Off play action. Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. On the give, McAllister with it. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On fourth down, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A give for Dillon running right.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A handoff to McAllister. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Murray. And he fends him off. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Omaha. Big ace. Hey. Coach.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
To throw is Jones.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jones. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
A give running left, McAllister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jones now, off play action. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.